Hey everyone, and welcome to day 27 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your It movie review. A creepy clown terrorizes some children in a small town called Derry, and after the death of one of those kids, this one group who call themselves the Losers Club tries to overcome their fear and defeat this clown asshole once and for all. But it fails, and then they have to meet again 20 years later when they're all adults. So, as far as the story goes, in 1990, this horror film based off of a Stephen King novel came out, and it was originally a TV series that was separated into two parts, and it was long. I know that I am kind of scared of clowns. Some of them have been kind of silly in a way, but this one truly defines how scary clowns can be. And I'm not just talking about the Joker. And I feel like this movie definitely justified that fear. I feel like this is a movie that doesn't even deserve a reboot, so why the heck are they even bothering to remake this movie, which I found to be pretty scary. There are these 7 kids who are trying to beat this clown and make sure that he doesn't hurt anyone again. And seeing this movie go back and forth between the timelines, between like having these flashbacks and what these kids were going through, and having to sort of face their fear in a way, and it's sort of like giving a sense of like what each of their stories were about. So as far as the casting goes, you've got Tim Curry, who plays Pennywise the dancing clown, and he is pretty creepy. He's an iconic clown character in this horror movie, and I think he's just, I can't get enough of him. I'm just like, he has this like way of talking, and he's got an obsession with balloons and having them float and having you go down the sewer with him. Cause that's what happened to little Georgie, and that was a damn shame. You've got other actors in this movie. Tim Reed, he's pretty good as well. He's kind of turning into the whole leader of the pack when he originally wasn't, when he was a kid. And you've got John Ritter, who played this other kid who kind of had his own sort of like bullying problems, and he ends up trying to fall in love with this one girl. And also another actor that I was familiar with in this movie was Seth Green, and he plays Richie, and I think he's actually a really funny character, even as an adult, so it was really cool to see him here and sort of be that comic relief, because Lord knows that clown was not gonna be funny at all. The things that I did like about this movie is still scary to this day, yet there are some dated looking things that I found in this movie that could potentially alter my opinion. You know, I saw just a whole bunch of stuff in this movie that I really can't get out of my head, and I mean, that clown is just scary as hell. Even like when they're showing what the kids are fearing and what the kids are going through, and even when they're adults, what they're going through, it just, I wonder if that was like that in the book, because I didn't read it, so I don't even know. Fortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was really long. This was like an over 3-hour, 2-part series turned into a movie. And it dragged on so much, and some scenes were just placed here and there that I felt were really unnecessary. Like, did we have to see what was happening with these big bad bullies and what they were going through? Because clearly they're not as important, and they shouldn't be, so I guess that's why they tried to like just shove them under the mud or in the sewer. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Even the final confrontation with it, the way that that was handled, it just looks really kind of cheesy and silly, so I can't really say that it made sense to me at all, how, like, what it ended up looking like in the end, and I'm thinking that transformation might have been creepy for some, but not to me. Once again, I don't know, was this like this in the book? You guys can let me know about that. Overall, I would say that it was a pretty scary movie, but I wouldn't say it stuck with me the entire time. I would still recommend seeing this movie. I feel like it's still an iconic movie with an iconic character. I think this movie still deserves a watch, even if it's a little bit dated. So I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. And did you guys read the Stephen King novel? And come back tomorrow for day 28 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Trail Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.